Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekend reading. Today is the 24th, so this will be for the 24th, 25th and 26th of April. Anzac Day here in Australia tomorrow, so no marches though due to quarantine, but I understand everybody's going to do a bit of a memorial anyway. What else? I'm having a Facebook card pull hour on Sunday. If you're interested in that, whip over and like the Aussie Goddess page. Join us at 9 a.m. Australian time. Yes, Australian time, but New South Wales time. I'm going to use the Good Tarot for your reading, which is a little harder to shuffle than what the other cards are, so I'm not sure why they said to use this one today, but we'll run with that. Okay. Two of Swords coming straight out. Now, the Two of Swords is a card that talks about a decision that needs to be made. In the traditional tarot, she has the two swords across her heart and a blindfold on. And what this talks about is the fact that this decision is very difficult to make, and she's completely closed off to making this decision, thus creating some sort of stalemate. So she knows whether she goes one way or the other, it's going to hurt someone, it's going to hurt her. So she avoids doing this by being blind to the situation. There's some sort of decision that needs to be made here that perhaps some people aren't making. Could be in regards to a Cancer, but we do have the card of the Chariot coming through here. So this sort of talks about moving forward. So the universe is saying here, if you're sitting on a decision, you need to make this decision in order to move forward. There's a Ten of Cups behind this. So there's some sort of happy place to go. And the Knight of Cups here, some sort of offer of love. We do have the Hermit. This is really interesting. And then the Sun. Okay, so for some of you here, there's some sort of decision to be made around perhaps a water sign here, quite possibly a Cancer. Could be a Leo. Could be somebody who is both Cancer and Leo. This decision that needs to be made is difficult because you're obviously avoiding making this decision. But the cards say here that this decision actually will lead to a great deal of happiness and some sort of offer coming through. Now, the Hermit card is here too, and all I've seen for the last few days in every reading I've looked at is this key. And it seems to me there's something here that is the key or the answer to something you're asking here. But in order to get this key, you've got to make a decision. So... okay. Right, so we have the Ten of Pentacles coming out here. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is the card of abundance. It's funny because the 10 sort of signify the end of a cycle. But this 10 is a good end. It's like you've sort of got things in place here. This 10 is sort of saying you've come to the end of a cycle, but this part of your life is in order. So you could have... come to the end of a cycle, but you've, got a really good job, or you've come to the end of a cycle and you're really happy with the money you have in the bank. But something here you're feeling very abundant about, even though you know that you've come full circle. Okay, interestingly enough, we have the Ten of Wands following that. So there's definitely something in that decision you're making there is about to close out some sort of cycle for you. So if you've been going on this cycle, on this wheel, circling, whatever you've been doing for a while, you're about to close this out. But something in that decision is where you need to go to close it out. So the Ten of Wands talks of carrying a big burden, carrying something on your back, and it's getting too heavy now, and it's something you need to put down. So something you need to put down here. So it may be that in some areas of your life you're doing really well and you're extremely happy, but something you're carrying around still is impeding your progress. Pentacles coming in here. I think for some of you, this may well be letting someone go here. I feel like the Six of Pentacles talks of equal give and take. And I feel like you're being asked to put something down that's not returning to you what it should be. So you may be investing in something that's not returning, not bringing back. So we have the Seven of Swords coming in here. So somebody's not talking here. So maybe you're trying to invest your love, your affection, your attention into someone that's not speaking back to you. So this may mean that you're not talking to the person, but your love, your affection, your attention is still going on to that person, even though you may not be speaking. And this is creating not only this ending of a cycle, but it's also stopping your abundance. It's stopping you moving to the next stage of your life because you're holding back energy here. Let's keep going through investing emotionally in something. We do have a brand new start though, so maybe you are about to make this decision. Six of Wands coming in, so there's a victory here. Oh, this looks really nice. Okay, and then we have the World card. That's the closing out of the cycle. Okay, so what they're telling me here is that some of you have been hanging on to some sort of situation here for a long time. And the other person that you're hanging on to, or the other situation, could be a family member, could be a romantic relationship or a love that's maybe left you behind. You're still hanging on to their energy and it's stopping you from moving forward. It's stopping you from having what you want. I feel that you're still emotionally investing. You may not even be talking to this person, but you're still emotionally investing in this person. And it's because your emotions are going towards this person, you don't have the energy you need to create. So you're sort of focusing on this when you should be focusing on all of this. And there's something here. So either you're making a decision to let it go and move forward, because something here tells me you're closing out the cycle. And this is going to bring a great deal of victory, and it's going to give you a brand new start. You're going to find your passion and your creativity again. So in holding on to this past energy, you're not allowing the creativity and your abundance to flow here. So you've stunted yourself. It's like you've stopped in time. You whatever this was, this relationship, this situation, whatever it is for you that you are still grieving here, you have stopped yourself moving forward. And as long as you're in that position, nothing new can come in. So you have to let this energy go in order to have this new start. All right, very clear. Five of Swords coming through here. Yeah, see, this is really, and the Star. Okay, so they're saying here you have to learn to walk away from things, even when you don't always want to. You have to learn to let energies go. The Five of Swords talks about walking away from something, having a victory, not feeling particularly great about having a victory, feeling perhaps a little alone and a little sad by letting something go. But you have to, because the Star card is here and it's over the World card, which means that's part of your destiny. And then on top of it, I have a lock here. Can you see that? Because that's the first time I've seen it too. Spirit's just drawn me to that. And all I've seen over the last few days is a key. And I kept wondering what they were talking about with this key in the readings. And now I see it. This is the key to unlocking your future. You're about to unlock your future. But in order to do that, you've got to clear this past energy. That doesn't mean that you have to stop loving someone. It doesn't mean you have to forget. You've just got to allow that attachment energy to go. You've got to allow yourself to move forward. You've got to give yourself permission. You've got to do forgiveness for yourself. This isn't for somebody else. This is for you to allow you to move forward. Oh, and then we have the Page of Cups coming in here. So this is like the universe now giving you something here. Giving you a gift, giving you a new start, giving you a break, moving you forward, but you've got to let go of this past energy. Okay, Two of Swords, refusing to make a decision. You are being called to go forward here with this Chariot card. There is a 10 of Cups sitting here. So we actually have 3 10s in this reading. So we're closing out cycles. There seems to be an offer coming in here. And I feel this is bringing in some sort of key for you to unlock this beautiful sunshine. So what I'm feeling here, either somebody's going to help you do this by maybe saying what you need to hear, or by sort of guiding you here onto a new path. And sometimes people do it inadvertently. You know, sometimes people will say something to you and you go, oh, I've never looked at it that way before. That's your key. So there's like some sort of gesture, spoken word, message, something here that is going to allow you to move forward. And the universe is giving you something here. They're giving you the key to your creativity, helping you move forward into abundance, helping you get back onto your destined path. And that's what you're stopping yourself from doing. This star talks of healing and faith and trust. And I love that the keyhole is on the World card, because the Hermit has the key. Let me just show you, because I think it's really important here, because I've only just seen it. So I think it's really important to show it to you. See, on the Hermit card, we have keys. So I'm thinking with the Hermit card, a lot of you are being asked to take time out, maybe to meditate, trying to find this answer here. But I do believe somebody will help you move forward with that. And then on the World card, see, we have the keyhole. So somehow or another, this piece here that you're finding with this Hermit card, which is card number 9, opens this, which is the end of a cycle here. It's taking you full circle. Isn't that beautiful? Sometimes I don't notice those things until they bring them to my attention. And I think, it just is so beautiful. So if you're really doing it tough at the moment, having trouble letting go of something, having trouble letting your past go, having trouble understanding the past has gone, it's done, it's finished. Oh, wow. Okay. See this card here? This is the Prison Waif. The main themes of this card are self-sabotage and poverty consciousness. That is your answer here. If you're holding yourself back, this is your answer. This is what you're doing. So I will read that to you. It's card 31. Wow, everything fit beautifully together this morning, didn't it? Okay. When the Prison Waif arrives in his realm as your ally, he comes to remind you of the law of paradoxical intent. Your own self-sabotaging thoughts and hidden beliefs are in fact preventing you from your highest good. You might believe that you're doing all you can to manifest your reality, but perhaps you're giving into thoughts such as the following. I can't do this. I'm unworthy. I'll fail, so why try? I don't deserve this. I'm unlovable. In fact, you're locked in a prison of your own making. That's good news because it means you have the key to let yourself out. Oh, beautiful. This is a sign that you need to spend some time with yourself addressing those beliefs that counter your hard work to get ahead. You can change them if you want to. You don't want to stay in prison, do you? Take inventory of your thoughts, let yourself out of jail and spend a few minutes outdoors in gratitude. It's time to let the sun shine in. Wow, I think this is the most potent reading I have ever done, without any doubt whatsoever. And I know a lot of you are going to really feel the same here. There's just so much here to take in. I will probably go back and watch this one myself. It's a beautiful reading and everything's just fallen into place here. And it could be that I'm the voice that you hear that helps you move into place too. Have a fantastic weekend and we'll talk Monday, although I'll be over the weekend doing the daily diaries. I'm also thinking of perhaps putting together some meditations, going on what people have been talking about. And I'm still working on tarot classes, so I'm getting there. Have a wonderful day. I love you all.